All right, everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Let's do it. Always ready to explore.
This one's for all you ocean lovers out there dreaming of yacht charters. But hold on, we're not just talking luxury, we're talking sustainable choices.
Right on. Because who says you can't enjoy those turquoise waters and still be mindful of the environment?
Exactly. So today we're tackling the big question. Sailing yacht versus motor yacht. Which one is greener?
It's a fascinating debate. We often see luxury and sustainability pitted against each other, but this deep dive really gets into the nitty-gritty of environmental impact. It helps you figure out how to make the best choice for the planet.
Okay, so let's break it down. First up, sailing yachts, they definitely get a lot of buzz for being eco-friendly.
For good reason, too.
In the research, one phrase that really jumped out was significantly reducing fuel consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. I mean, that's what we want to hear, but how significant are we really talking?
It's not just about using wind power, it's about the entire design. We're talking lighter materials, stuff like recycled aluminum, sustainably sourced timber for the hull and deck. And get this, when the wind is right, a sailing yacht, entirely emissions-free.
Wow, now we're talking.
We are. You can see up to a 70% reduction in carbon footprint compared to a motor yacht of a similar size.
70%, okay, that's huge. But what about those times when the wind just isn't cooperating, asking for a friend?
Even then, you're only using the engine for things like maneuvering out of harbors or if the wind totally dies down. It's supplemental, not your main source of power. That means you're still using way less fuel, and as a result, you have a much smaller carbon footprint.
Makes sense. All right, so that's sailing yachts, a pretty clear winner on the eco front so far, but let's talk about motor yachts. Your research says they depend on engines that consume significant amounts of fossil fuels. No mincing words there. So let's lay it on us. What kind of impact are we talking about here beyond just greenhouse gas emissions?
Well, think about it like this. It's like comparing a car to a bicycle. Those big engines on motor yachts, they eat up fuel. Yeah. It's a substantial carbon footprint.
Right, makes sense.
And it's not just the air we have to think about. There's noise pollution from the engines, and that can actually disrupt marine life, especially in those delicate ecosystems. And then, of course, while it's rare, there's always that risk of fuel leaks or, God forbid, spills that can be absolutely devastating to marine habitat.
Absolutely. It really highlights how even small changes in the yachting world can make a huge difference. But, okay, let's be real for a second. People aren't just choosing a yacht based on how eco-friendly it is. You've got a trip to plan. What other factors do you think people need to consider when making this decision?
You hit the nail on the head. Cost is a big one, obviously. And then the kind of experience you're looking for. Where are you going? A longer journey might mean you'd prefer a motor yacht, for speed and comfort. If it's a shorter trip, maybe a leisurely sail is the way to go. It's about finding that balance, your travel style, but also your eco-conscience.
So maybe not so black and white, it's more about those priorities, right?
Exactly. And it makes you think, like, how can we make both options even more sustainable? Are there advancements in engine technology, or alternative fuels? What about operational changes that could reduce the impact of motor yachts? There's a lot of space for innovation, that's for sure.
That's a fantastic point. It's bigger than just picking a side. We've got to push for progress across the board. So there you have it, folks. It's all about making those thoughtful choices that really reflect your values.
Couldn't agree more.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder all those exciting possibilities. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.